race fans, Ryan Aho here from the One to Go Show, bringing you another installment of the BuyRaceShirts.com One to Go Show Hornets and short trackers, I guess, power rankings. Before we do that, little shout out here. First career wins last weekend. Dylan Black up at the home of the Chicken Shack in Bemidji, and Nathan Smith getting it done. Casino Speedway in Watertown. Tip of the cap, guys. Congratulations. First career wins always feel good. Hopefully there's a lot more to come behind those. Now a little shout out to our friends at East Central Sports, right? This guy's a Hornet driver too. Kind of where's Waldo? I'm not really sure. But one thing, if you're a racer, you're a motorhead, right? They got all kinds of cool stuff like pit bikes. Check them out. East Central Sports. They do a lot for racing. They got a lot of cool stuff, a lot of cool toys that you can complement your race program with some of the fun stuff they have to offer. Now, let's get into it. Your BuyRaceShirts.com One to Go Show Hornet Power Rankings. Of course, BuyRaceShirts.com. Race teams, if you need hats, hoodies, t-shirts, jackets, you name it, for all your apparel needs, BuyRaceShirts.com. At number 10, Cole Campson from Belgrade, Minnesota. 8 shows, 3 podiums, a pair of wins over at the High Flying Half Mile at the Viking Speedway. Running a little bit of a mix between short trackers, right? That's kind of your non-sanctioned deal at Fergus and at Alex, but also running some Wasota stuff. Got a pair of fifths over at the King of Dirt last weekend. Cole Campson inside the top 10 at 10. At number 9, Justin Barsness, 10 shows, 4 podiums, and a pair of wins. Kind of a little bit of a sluggish start. Not quite what I expected, but he did this last year. He was kind of sluggish at the beginning of the year. He turned it up kind of as the season went on, kind of expecting more of the same. 2nd, 4th, and 11th last week. I think the 11th, maybe a DNF, not sure. Struggling to get those wins, but don't count out that 47J. We're going to put Justin at number 9. At number 8, Matthew Dittman. 6 shows, 4 podiums, and a win. 3 second-place finishes. He's been there, 2nd and 4th over at the King of Dirt in the short tracker division. Mostly running short tracker, right? But he's running some Wasota stuff also, which surprises me. He kind of got robbed here a couple years back. Dittman, kind of fun to watch. We're going to put him at number 8. At number 7, Carter Matthews, 3rd-generation driver, by the way, not 2nd-generation driver. Grandpa was a stud behind the wheel up in northern Minnesota. But Greenbush, he went up there this past weekend, parked in Victory Lane. 2 cars. I mean, I think they're trying to grow the class up there. So you got to start somewhere. You got to start somewhere. And every track needs to have the Hornet division. You got to have it. That's the cheapest class in racing. So Greenbush, don't give up on it. Keep it growing. Try to get some more cars, get some more interest in this thing. It might take a while, but it'll be worth it. 14 shows, 6 podiums, 3 wins. Kind of all over the place. DNF at 12th. I think that was probably a DNF or some issues. Did get a win last weekend. Matthews, not quite as many wins as what he was hoping, but the season is young. Look for Carter Matthews to start rattling off some wins very soon. He's at number 7. At number 6, Sean Beto from Wahpeton, North Dakota. He's pretty much a short tracker guy. I don't think he runs any Wasota stuff. I know he runs Fergus. He runs all he's ran so far this year is Fergus. He has ran in Alex, and tonight I think I'm doing this show. I think he went over to Lisbon tonight as well. So 5 shows, 4 podiums, and 3 wins. Doubled up. He won both nights at the King of Dirt. See if he races more. I'm not sure what his schedule is. He's not a Wasota guy, and got to be honest, nothing against Wasota. I like Wasota, right? Some people are like, yeah, right. I'm critical of Wasota. I want it to grow, but I like Wasota. But I also like track rules on the lower classes. It just keeps the cost down. So there's nothing wrong with that. Sean Beto is a great driver, and we're going to put him at number 6. At number 5, new to the top 10 here, driver from Forston, Minnesota, the OK of Joseph Wilbur. 5 races, 3 for 3 at the Big O. He's been really good at Ogilvie. I actually watched one of them Hornet races over there, and he kind of drove away from them pretty good. So 3 for 3 at Ogilvie for Wilbur. That puts him inside the top 5 at 5. At number 4, driver from Canby, Adam Vandersteen. 9 shows, 6 podiums, and a pair of wins. This past week, solid week. Second, first, and a fourth. Ran up front all 3 nights. The win was at Madison. So Vandersteen inside the top 5 here. He's at 4. Look for him to kind of get in a rhythm. Had a pile of wins last year. I'm expecting more of the same here in 2023. At number 3, a driver from over in Wilmer, Peter Martin. 7 shows, 7 podiums. 1 win opening night. Drove by Matt Dittman to get it done at I-94. He got a pair of thirds at the King of Dirt. Runs with soda and short tractor. Kind of versatile. Runs both of them. Pretty fun to watch. This guy's pretty good wheelman here. Had a really, really good race the night I watched him win the opener. We're going to put him inside the top 3 at 3. Number 2, your reigning Wasota national champion, Justin Shalitsky. 5 shows, couple DNFs in there, but when he finished the race, he finished first. 3 wins, 1 at Wilmer, and he's going to be head-to-head with AJ House this next weekend at Gondik Law Speedway. They got makeup features. They fogged out. If you know, you know, right? I mean, if you're up in Superior on this big lake, you know what happens. He starts on the pole. He has 3 straight wins. That's going to be a good one. Don't sleep on that, right? People are like, oh, they run the Hornets last. We're going to go home. That's nonsense. You got a couple pretty darn good race car drivers here. That is going to be an epic battle. Now, let's get to number 1. And before we do, a little shout out, Impact Health Sharing. If you're self-employed, if you pay for your own health insurance, if you work for somebody and you still got to pay for your own health insurance, if you feel like you're paying too much, I might have an alternative for you. My number is 218-969-1380. Hit me up, shoot me a text. I can get you a quote, shoot you over some information, see if we can help you out with your healthcare costs. So at number 1, AJ House. Cloquet, Minnesota driver. This kid's on fire. 9 shows, 8 podiums, 5 wins. He's leading the way in wins. His worst show, 4th, right? He won last week. He won at Grand Rapids, Hibbing, and Proctor at the Halberline Speedway. He's rolling. That 14A is absolutely on point. Starts 4th in that makeup feature, so he starts a roll back from Shalitsky. That's going to be an epic battle racing against the reigning national champion. But right now, the number 1 driver in the buyraceshirts.com One to Go Show Hornet Power Rankings, the 14A, that's AJ House.